welcome to the engineering school. In today's episode we're going to have a quick look at another great feature in ZW3D. It's the thread feature. In this example we have a bottle and you see the bottleneck needs a thread. A really easy way to do this is to use the thread command we have up here, and you have a small arrow, so you have different options for the command, but we are going to use the top command, thread. So in order to use this we first need a sketch. I've already created one, so let's go ahead and unblank it so we can see it. I have created the sketch on a plane prior to this and I have it ready for this example. But basically what you need to do is to create the profile of the thread to be able to use the command later on. So let's go ahead and open the thread command, and then we need to choose what phase the thread will follow. So this is really good if we have some draft angles, for example. In this case we don't, but if you would have a drafted face or a conical face, the profile would actually follow this face, and it's really handy. So next thing we will do is to choose the profile, and let's go ahead and click on the profile, and you see that our thread is automatically created and it also follows this face that I selected. We have different input fields here. The turns is of course obviously how many turns you want the thread to have. So let's go ahead, if you for example just want one turn of the thread, you choose number 1. In our case we want 2. The distance is what we call pitch, and that's basically the distance in between two similar parts of the thread profile. So if I go down you see that the thread gets tighter, and as I go up you see that the distance or the gap between the thread profiles gets larger. So let's go ahead and choose 3 mm. Another good feature in this command that I really like is the lead in / lead out feature, and it saves you a lot of time. You could imagine if you had your thread look like this, and then you would need to create a leading command. Not only does it have to follow the phase and the pitch, but it also has to be a smooth transition of the end of the thread. And using this command you can choose where you want it, if you just want to lead in the start or in the end, but I want it in both ends. And depending on the lead out radius, you can just change it by clicking here, 2 mm. You see that it gets bigger and smaller depending on the input. So let's say 5 mm. You see that the lead in and lead out goes through the part. This is nothing we have to worry about because ZW3D automatically removes this when we have finished the command. So let's go ahead and confirm. You see we have nothing on the inside, and we have a nice lead in and lead out and a nice thread profile. I'm really pleased with this command, and I'm sure that it will save you a lot of time, especially when you're dealing with threads. So that's all for today. I hope that you learned something from this and have some use for it later on. Stay tuned for new videos. Thanks and bye bye.